Hello and welcome to the Forecast ABC series. In this video, we will look at the timesheets where you can log time on your work. Throughout the demonstration, feel free to stop the video at any time to replicate what you see me doing on the screen. That way, you will get to master the platform in no time. With this in mind, let us sign in to Forecast. Before we dive into the timesheets, note that in Forecast there are several other places where you can register time. Firstly, notice the timer on the top of the page, here, which makes it easy to register time throughout the day. To start the timer, simply press on the play button, and to pause it, click the same button once more. Then, when you are ready to register time, click on the record button, which will prompt the time registration window. And if you want to hide the timer, you can do so in the drop-down menu when you click on your profile icon, here. Hide timer. Secondly, you can quickly add a new time entry through the global Add New button, here. For example, let me add an hour on the project run and task of external interviews. Thirdly, you can also register time directly on a task. Consider, for example, my website lunch task. Simply open the task and click on the time entries to add a new time entry of, for example, an hour. Finally, you can easily register time in the workflow using the Encourage Time Registration function, which will prompt a time registering window when you move a task to a given column. Have a look at the ABC video on the project workflow where I discussed this in detail. With this in mind, let us have a look at the timesheets daily view. First things first, note that unless you actually register time in one of the places which we just looked at, or through this page, the timesheet day view will be empty. You can see that I have added some hours already, but let us log some more time. First of all, notice that the AI suggests tasks you might want to register time for, which will help you save some time. For an explanation why the AI suggests you a given task, hover over the question mark icon, here and there. Apart from that, observe that you can log time on non-project time, projects and tasks. Importantly, after choosing from the list of items, the selected non-project time, project or a task will be displayed at the bottom of the pop-up window, along with a time field where you can input your hours. Note that the time registration shown in this way, i.e. through the time log field at the bottom of the pop-up window, is possible to see only in the weekly view. So, just to clarify, take us for example a task of data collection, which we can look for here. And let me add 3 hours to it. And I can see that my time registration is now complete. In addition to that, I can also log time on the project itself, just like I will do with my P10, and I will register an hour on the project itself. Now, with my 2 additional time registration in place, see what you can do with the table itself. For instance, you can order by hours or the remaining values. With all of the above in mind, notice the name section in the left corner of the screen, here. If your permission level is that of a project manager or above, you can choose to view and register time for your team members. For example, let me choose one of my colleagues, Bernard Woolley. Then, click on the eye icon to modify what you want to view. For example, let me get a clearer view by including milestone and client in my display. Simply go to the eye icon and choose milestone and client. See how my view is now expanded. Next, easily change the day you are looking at by clicking on the date. For example, let us see the 14th of November here. There, I can now see that Bernard has registered 7.5 hours of non-project time off. Here, sickness. To learn more about the different categories of non-project time and how to register them, see the video on the admin panel. Similarly, you can quickly return to the present via the Today button or adjust the days you're looking at through the arrows of Previous and Next. And if you are ever in doubt, notice that the question mark icon will send you directly to the Help Center where you can find support. Finally, to help you find what you need, see the Search button here. Now onto the week view. Click on the Log Time button to see the now familiar time registration model. However, the difference here is that you will not be able to register the time in the pop-up window. Notice that if you choose to register time on the marketing research plan, for example, you will be directed to the weekly page where you can register time on that task for each day. Let me register time on marketing research plan. I can simply look for the task to find it quickly. And notice again that I cannot input my hours here. I have to press log to find my task shown here. And now I can register hours, for example, 2 hours on Monday and 3 hours on Wednesday. Now, as for the display options in the top left of corner of the screen, you will find the functions now familiar from the daily view, including the eye icon and the person selector. But there are some extra things which you can do in this page. For example, right-click on any of the days, for example Monday, to see two options: copy time to another day and delete time from this date. When you select the first option, a modal will pop up, giving you the option of selecting the day where you want to add the time. So let us do so. As you can see, I can see the time model asking me where should I put my time to. The 19th looks good, and as you can see, now I can quickly copy my time. Similarly, I can choose to delete hours. Simply right-click on a given day and choose delete time from this date. Finally, consider the monthly view. In this view, you will be able to see your reported time entries, such as these ones and these ones here, week numbers, 44, 45, and so on, and total registered time of each week, such as 7.5 and 9.5 here. But also, and importantly, alert icons that indicate no time registered, as you can see here. I'm missing quite a few hours here and there. And also, if not enough time is registered on a given day. That is to say that some hours have been registered, but not enough to your settings, such as here, 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 and here. And of course, you can see your holidays, such as Veteran Day and Thanksgiving Day. To learn more about how to import your holiday calendar so that you save time on manual work needed to make your timesheet reflect the holidays of your region, see the video on the admin panel and my profile section. Importantly, note that from the month view, you can click on week number to quickly navigate to that week, for example, week 46. Finally, just like in the two previous sections, if your permission level is that of a project manager or above, you can view someone else's time. For example, Adams. Thanks very much for your attention. That'll be it for now.